चलो वन
दिस साइड
चलो
Thank you. I was making you look amazing.
I know, I'm very excited to be part of the show.
लगातार मारेगा चलो तब तक बाइट कर लो
Yeah, we were lucky. We were lucky, and I love the service.
Yeah, it's I'm inspired by Jackie.
मारेगा
थोड़ा कैमरा नीचे करना थोड़ा
एवरीवन हियर
Some big smiles.
एवरीवन हियर सेंटर थैंक यू
Until the rest of your colleagues come up.
कितने लोग आएंगे बाहर
Okay, I'm gonna hand the mic to you, Disha, to begin and just tell us a little about the students, about the whole idea
सब रोल नहीं करेगा डायरेक्ट वाइट करेगा
and then we'll ask all
ये
the
सब रोल नहीं
designers
करेगा
to do a
डायरेक्ट वाइट
little
करेगा
introduction to yourselves
इतना
and a
डिजाइनर
little
लोग
about
हैं
the
बाहर
collection. Come this side also.
एक ही साथ में वाइट
I don't
करेंगे
want you spilling out of the camera. Okay, buddy. Come.
I'm Disha Patani from NIF Global, and
3 o'clock
we just saw this show that we saw. It's called NIF Global Presents Runway, where our students present their collections straight from classroom. Our fashion students are here, some are still on the way, and the interior design students get to do the set design. We get about 200 entries every season for this, and out of that we select only 5, so it's a grueling process, and the final result is that we get to see some really professional looks from students who are still in classrooms, and they work around a theme each year, and the theme for this particular show was cultural fusion, and they took inspiration from all over the place, from every aspect, and because I don't want to forget, Kushi and Sanika created Egyptian hieroglyphics in Kashmiri Kashida embroidery. Manat and Sneha did Madras checks in Japanese origami technique, and Radhika is wearing that particular collection. Thank you so much for walking for us. You were amazing, and I know our students are really privileged that you were part of the show. Ashu and Mamta did Korean handbags in Rajasthani Dabu prints. Abujar and Mehvish created French art deco motifs in Ari work. And Akash created the marble effect of Taj Mahal, but in street style looks. So you can see such a wide variety of inspiration that they brought onto the runway today, and there were 5 spectacular collections. And thank you so much for this, and please, can you say something for us?
Of course, yes.
Guys, distribute a bit, or you'll be missed out. How did that say? You'll be forgotten in the photo. You've all put together an excellent show.
Is Manna the Sneha here? Oh, please come. You're my Hi, thank you so much. You know, it was such a privilege for me to walk for them. When I saw the collection, I couldn't believe that students have made that, and I was in shock. I reconfirmed actually. I was like, are you sure? But you guys are such talented bunch, and honestly, it was a privilege for me to walk for you guys. Of course, thank you, and I wish you all the very best, upwards and onwards. And I also like to say that I also like to thank Lakme Fashion Week for giving all of these students such an amazing platform to showcase their creativity. And yeah, I am in awe. So all the very best, guys. I can't wait to see what you guys do next. And I can't wait to see. For sure, I'm gonna wear. Please reach out to me.
अरे भाई तू पूरा मेरे ही आगे आ गया भाई धीरे कर
Thank you so much. Thank you.
साइलेंस
Really, what a stunning collection. Such a diversity and so much space for something special. I'm going to just put on the mic in case anybody has any questions. Okay.
बाइट में लेंगे.
Anybody have quick questions or we can all do one quick conversations after Meera? Okay, there are going to be some one-on-ones. Okay, that will be easier.
Ma'am.
Isha photo?
Yeah, just the photo. Come back. It's a big group. So you have the word, but we don't. We can't get it. Sir, मेरा ये आके आओ please. We also come.
पीछे आओ ना थोड़ा.
Everyone here. Center. Ma'am here. चलो.
Nice. Thank you.
लो भाई बूम लो.
Somewhere in between. Okay, so what's the energy like backstage? Can you tell us about that? We were dancing on the song, so it was very chill, very relaxed. Pictures. Yeah, it was very easy. So what's the easiest way to make fashion sustainable for you? I just switch to different fabrics and not doing this. Very good. Very sustainable. Last question then. What is your go-to outfit on a non-fashion day? Oversized shirt with oversized pants. Okay, thanks a lot for being with us. Thank you.
A little tighter, guys. Very beautiful volume. Okay, quick introductions. I have here who's the head of marketing and visual merchandising at India, and I have Abhishek Rastogi, who is the head of product design, research and development with India, and then of course I have Amit, and then the star of tonight, which is Disha. You all have to look that way. Think of me that I don't exist. I'm just some voice that is disembodied and coming out of the sky. I'm going to start with you, Mrs. Saru. A little bit, moment in history. And I want you to tell us about your collaboration with Amit. It's so interesting.
So Indriya is not just a jewelry brand. Actually, we are trying to create a language of unbound expression of women's deep love for jewelry. And that's the space we occupy. We actually want to create a symphony between heritage and evolution and bring the past and connect it to the future. And that's where we want to take Indian heritage and Indian aesthetics out. I think the collaboration with Amit Agarwal is fantastic because there is meeting of minds, there is meeting of vision, and Amit's vision is also to connect and bring that symphony between heritage and modernity together. And as you saw in this collection, it was all live and it created magic.
Okay. Abhishek.
What really happened was the architecture and the structured nature of the clothes got softened by the drama and the allure and the flexibility of the jewelry, and that was the magical combination of Amit Agarwal and Indriya working together. The fluidity of the jewelry, the way the light played, the reception of the light to the reflection of the light and how it was captured in the diamonds, to how we had very aesthetically, placed it into the pieces, and the overall creation, I think it came out gorgeous.
Amit, your turn. Tell us about the collaboration, how you brought in a balance with your aesthetic, the jewelry's aesthetic, and what we see today.
So of course Lakme and FDCI and I have a very long-standing association, and I'm always blessed that they bring in the finest and the most amazing person to associate with. And when they spoke to me about Indriya, I didn't have to look further. I think on our first conversation, what really struck me, and I think that's the association that always stays with me, is that you spoke about how heritage shouldn't be something that, or tradition shouldn't be something that binds us, but it should really be something that, elevates us. It comes, we all come from somewhere and we all wish for our futures to be bright and incandescent, but I think that our roots matter a lot. And I think that's exactly the ethos of Amit Agarwal. I've always looked at textiles, I've always looked at craft from a totally contemporary modern lens. If you see what Disha is wearing is a modern take on the mirror work, and of course how almost reflection. I thought that there's one person that I'd worked with many years ago, and we did a great show together, by the way, around 8 years ago, and I've slowly observed your journey. And even today, a little conversation from where you come, how your aspirations, your dreams. I realized, I really thought of it that this is the perfect match. You know how you've grown to be your own person. The Dishafication is not just a word; it is truly an embodiment of what you are. And I think with Indriya's extremely elite jewelry, which goes from colored pole keys to the most vibrant diamonds, and the crafts to Disha, and to today, the stars had to be aligned and the stars came raining down on us.
Amit, that's such a respect. But I have a question for Disha. A, you look stunning. You look just entirely, utterly gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Tell me and tell everybody about what you're feeling. Two phenomenal brands coming together. You're wearing very beautiful things. A little bit about both your attire and your jewelry, please.
Well, firstly, thank you for your kind words, Amit. Like, you're too kind. I've been a huge fan of Amit since a very, very long time, and I've been wanting to associate with him, and I was like so happy when I got to know that we are going to work together, and I feel very comfortable. I think that's extremely important, more than feeling beautiful. I think comfort for me comes first, and not just it's beautiful and it's very feminine. It's extremely comfortable. So thank you for making me a part of it, and I love your art. Being a part of India, I mean, who doesn't love diamonds? Girl's favorite, best friend. So yeah, they are beautiful. They're very intricate, and what I really like about it is the designs are very traditional, but at the same time very contemporary. So sometimes when you're looking for something which is a beautiful blend, you can always go for it. Yeah, and it was such a beautiful experience being here with amazing people and seeing this beautiful art come into motion.
You forgot to tell me about the piece, please. I'm opening up the floor. One question, no more than that.
How do you resonate yourself with this piece? Both jewelry as well as outfit.
I'll start with the jewelry first. I'm someone who likes very less, like I'm a minimalistic sort of a girl, and for me it fits perfect because it's just very, very intricate, and at the same time you have this beautiful emerald detailing which makes it kind of stand out at the same time. In terms of this outfit, I remember trying it this evening actually. We had a very, very rushed trial, but amazing trial. The first thing I told him that it's so comfortable. So I really feel like myself, and I think that's a very essential thing for anyone to feel like yourself. And black is one of my most favorite colors. And he's one of the coolest designers and someone that I really look up to. So I am really, really grateful and happy to be here, to be able to work for him.
I mean, if you can tell something more about the fabrics you used.
So the collection actually moved in 3 segments. It moved from hand-woven polymer textile, going to upcycled Banarsi, which is a signature brand material now. And the last section, if you see, was inspired by mirror work. So a lot of using of age-old textiles and converting them into something contemporary and new.
Thank you.
Lot of flight उसका सुबह appointment है इसलिए.
Thank you. Okay guys, thank you. Sure. Where? Thank you.
Calcutta, because somehow even though I left, it is always been here inside me. So I've been thinking to work on a collection for a long period of time, and so this is basically the inspiration to be taken, that how the old Calcutta. I mean, when I left Calcutta, that time it was called Calcutta, not Kolkata, and then it changed to Kolkata. But over the period of time, I have really seen how the old Calcutta seamlessly kind of blended it with the modern Kolkata. The spirit remains the same, but it's just the name has changed, but everything has very seamlessly blended into the modern Kolkata. When I left long time back, the addas used to happen, and now the same addas actually happen, but in a cafe. So the spirit still remains the same. So that's what we tried to bring out from the collection. Also, Jamdani was Dhakai Jamdani was a major source of inspiration for us, which we wanted to recreate in our own way, which you could all see on the ramp. So yes, that's how. Which was the next question? For
well, thank you. This is perhaps one of the most unconventional outfits I have walked on the ramp in. And what I really love about Disha Patani as a brand is that they marry tradition and modernity so beautifully. As Neil said, that they use Dhakai Jamdani and cut work and organza and beautiful fabrics, for instance tissue, and then the kind of a silhouette they have created for me, I feel like I was gliding on the ramp. And when I saw their clothes, I loved sort of the imagination they have in their garments, and very traditional yet modern. And I feel like the India we live in today is all about that. I too have seen Bombay transition to Mumbai, so I really understand where they're coming from when they say there's a Calcutta and there's a Kolkata, and this kind of bridges that journey where you keep traditions and keep your value systems in mind, and at the same time you're walking at the pace the world is walking.
Thank you guys. A little applause for that wonderful show. And you all like each other quite a lot, so bigger smiles,
guys. Yes. Now look left. Now center. Now solo. Nimrit ji, ek solo. Now right. Yes. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
We'll do a solo.
Hey, bhai. Camera नीचे लेना भाई.
Now center.
Yeah, center here. Yeah.
Yes.
Now your left side.
Now on your right.
Now your left side, please. Just turn your left side.
Nice. Thank you. Straight. Ma'am, straight here.
Just turn your left
Video
side.
photo करो.
Sure, ma'am. Delight. Thank you. धन्यवाद.
fabrics you've used, your inspiration.
Yeah. Hi guys, Presu, I run a label called dazzled, which means mind, body, soul, aligned when you are Asian. So we are based out of Jaipur. What we do, we with models and different sort of stories. And this collection is called Fragile Dreams. Mostly when I was very young and I started dreaming of fashion. So, and when I started this label 5 years back, there was a lot of stress to develop this brand and a lot of things. So this is a combination of a lot of things. Thank you. vacation, what we cater to. And when we say vacation, आप जब जा रहे हो तो come to our brand, you get everything. When you want to go for a brunch, you want to go for party, you want to go for some nice stalls, and you can have a pair of pictures and all that. We do from little bit of screen prints to handwork. We train our carnivals to do different sort of lectures and they can develop it. And we try to do now more of our eco-dyeings, so that's also very good to your skin when you are on vacation, because there's a different temperature in different cities. So it's all off.
If you can tell about the techniques you have used.
So mostly we have done a hand sweater, and after that we have done a lot of oil braid, and then there is a leather bridge work which is done with the flowers. So whenever we design one single garment, there's a different ornaments and textures going. So it looks very 3D when you see it from the market. That's all hand pieces done and woven to each other. Or little heavier pieces, but for men's it's alright, I guess. Thank you.
Introduce the brand. Sure. Why Ankush and what is Ankush?
Okay. So, hi guys, my name is David and our brand is called Line Outline. Line Outline is basically a brand that is designed for people who like coloring outside the lines. People who don't follow paths that are pre-made and they create their own paths and journey in life. The whole idea of this outfit and Ankush carries this outfit is because I personally feel that Ankush is someone who's created his own path in this industry. Yeah, it's been a very tough journey, but it's been a great journey. And I think these are the kind of people we want to design clothes for. People who don't follow the norm, people who color outside the lines, and basically stand out in a crowd. Why blend in when you have such great personalities and be your own unique self? So I think I would like Ankush to tell me more.
I have a lot to say actually about this collection. I'm first of all honored that I was chosen to open the show. I think Deepith is a dear friend of mine and I've loved his work for years. Deepith was also one of the first few designers who supported me when I hadn't really had my breakthrough as a content creator. So what he's saying about the kind of personalities they want to represent, it's actually true. He's not just saying it for the sake of it. I also feel I love the fact that the collection has a very lived-in vibe. It's not polished. It's not. It's something that you feel at home in. I love that, and I love the idea that it is inspired from all the cities that he's been in, and the whole concept in his mind is translated so beautifully into his clothes. And I also want to say Deepith has this wonderful eye for proportions. Body proportions. His clothes always flatter your body so well. They always look so well.
Personally, I
You can see the concept that you don't
I love those. So basically this is a raw denim blazer and pant set. We've given raw edges here to kind of give an unfinished look. The patchwork and the prints that we've done in this are inspired by cities. So if you live in a city like Bombay, we've seen walls which have paint chipping off. So that's the whole representation over here. These pattis are basically, if you don't mind, is basically a belt that we give with the pant, so you can tie it up. And it just adds a little nice texture. Again, we've done pants with wide leg, so it gives a very cool vibe. And then of course the scarf. Again, the materials here we've used are cotton denim, which is raw. This is Childeri silk for the scarf and for the shirt. And then the pattis we've done in the shirt are basically scraps from our previous collection, where we kind of reuse it in a newer collection and give it new life. We try to be as sustainable as possible. I personally feel it's very difficult to be 100% sustainable in today's day and age. I mean, if you use a phone, then you're leaving carbon footprint. So I just feel that whatever little every brand can do makes a big impact in an overarching theme of things. Yes. I think that was all his brainchild, and I was totally on board with it because I think when we were doing the trials, I told him we should do something with the makeup for sure. So we've done this very bold
blush, and we've paired these stick-ons on the eyes, which give the eyes like a really nice shape. And it's very, I feel like the makeup also has so much personality, like the collection, like every piece has such a distinct personality, and I think the makeup also just really goes very well with it. Yeah.
With this outfit.
I resonate with it to the point that I'm planning to steal it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
लैक्मे फैशन वीक की सबसे खास बात आपको क्या लगती है?
एक नॉस्टैल्जिया है यहाँ पर आने का हमेशा, और एज a brand and as something that one has watched from young, it always feels so special. And as actors, this is an outing we really treasure, and it feels very special and extremely privileged to be a part of the Lakme Fashion Week.
Tell us about your dress and how you are feeling about it.
Thank you. I'm feeling great. I'm wearing Jaja Bor, that as a brand celebrates traditional art from Kolkata, and as you can see, the styling and the cut work and the design and everything is so unconventional and extremely beautiful.
आपके आउटफिट्स हमेशा से अलग होते हैं, यूनिक होता है। अगर आपसे पूछा जाए कि आपके लिए फैशन क्या है तो
मेरे लिए फैशन एक प्लेग्राउंड है. आई लव एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग, आई लव टेकिंग रिस्क्स, आई लव हैविंग फन विद फैशन, एंड आई लाइक टू कीप इवॉल्विंग विद डिफरेंट पीपल्स स्टाइल लैंग्वेज कमिंग इनटू माय लाइफ. मुझे बहुत मज़ा आता है लोगों की अपने खुद को लेकर जो एक परसेप्शन है उसमें ढलने का. तो जैसे कि आज ये आउटफिट है जो जाजा बॉर ने डिज़ाइन करी है मेरे लिए, बहुत ही सुंदर एक कोलैबोरेटिव एफर्ट रहा. उन्होंने बहुत खूबसूरती से ये डेवलप करी विद देयर वर्क एंड देयर डिज़ाइन स्टाइल एंड देयर स्टाइल लैंग्वेज. मुझे बहुत मज़ा आता है. वहीदा रहमान जी, एक्चुअली फॉरएवर.
थैंक यू गाइस. थैंक यू.
थैंक यू.
Good evening, everyone. But a little closer, a slightly tighter shot, please. Don't be so shy. To the right first. Center.
Friends, first of all, I think congratulations to Lakme Fashion Week and also to FDCI for fantastic, I think, show which was done today. And also I would like to talk about Anurag actually. It was really a theme which I really appreciated in today's time, very relevant. And I think you were talking about the new Terra, right? The new earth. So I will not be explaining that, better to hear it from Anurag, that is much better because he is the curator of it. Fantastic show. Over to you, Anurag.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Next, Sati.
Anurag, I want to say a few things first. Because you are the star, so we want to tell you how a star is born. So this program is a saying in Hindi, Honhar Birwan ke hot chikne paat. I know this is Mumbai, you won't understand it. What it means is that वो बचपन से पता चल जाता है what you're going to do when you grow up. The fact is, that's what Nexa Spotlight does. They find the person, they see how the management is there with a big, very impressive jury, find out who the star is, who's going to be the prince of tomorrow, choose the person. So before Anurag says something, we want you to know that it's the Nexa Spotlight, which is now in its 11th? 11th. Now it's in 12th edition, 11th edition. So they choose many people who've grown from here and become the best designers of the country. So we are very happy that the Nexa Spotlight chose Anurag to be here. And it was a tough fight, but he's proven to all of us. He told us, if you noticed, that it's also about the new earth, but sustainable earth. Did you see the ramp, what it was made of? Tires. Tires. So there are so many things that you don't notice, so we'd like Anurag to tell us. और एक और बात है, शो का सोने पे सुहागा is Malvika Mohan, who stood out. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, the Nexa team, the FDCI and Lakme Fashion Week. And yeah, the new Terra. I see new Terra as we have so many crafts here in India, and we have to mix with new technology. I see a craft mixing with technology, and I see things upcycling. I made the ramp, upcycled tires, and we as a brand promote technology in textile. I do a lot of experiment with the textile and the construction silhouette, a lot of knitting out there. So yeah, so this time I have collaborated with IIT Delhi. They have made the fabric for us, which is saves water and safeguard the sheep. So this is how we see the craft and Indian craftsmanship and fibers evolving through technology. This was the new Terra thing. Thank you.
So in fact, you know,
Anurag very well explained actually that he is looking for something which is going to create something new and inspire the people. So when I was seeing his show actually, I was spellbound because the concepts which he came up with was very inspiring. So as Mr. Sethi talked about it, Nexa, the basic theme of this Nexa Spotlight is we try to promote the new talent who are looking for creativity, innovation. And that are the values for the Nexa also. So I think it's very well fits in. Anurag, great job done once again. And some of the concepts which were there, I think Mr. Sethi rightly mentioned that Anurag need to explain, otherwise many of us will not be able to appreciate that.
True. Also, I want to, from your side, ask the first question. No, but I know that you're going to do it. Malvika, can you tell us how you feel being part of the Nexa Spotlight show, and how do you feel about what you're wearing? What was your experience about?
Good evening, everyone. I was very, very excited about the fact that I could be a part of the Spotlight show. And I remember going through when they sent me the lookbook of Anurag's work, and when I saw it, and I was like, this is so edgy and so cool. And I didn't know the story behind the fabrics, the intention behind it that he just spoke about sustainability. So it's great to know, I found out later, and I was like, it's the best of both worlds, right? It's great aesthetics, it's edgy aesthetics, and it's something that's working towards sustainability and intentionally alongside fashion. So I thought that was pretty cool. And to answer your question, I think this is such a cute but cool outfit. It's this cute white dress but juxtaposed with, this edgy element, like there's a tie and there's this and boots. So I like it. It's a little out of my comfort zone, which is also what I like about it, because I opt for classics. That's my go-to.
Yeah, so, but you know what is the Nexa Spotlight about? When you are young, you can do anything. You can be edgy, you can walk with people with your face covered, and that is what you can do when you're young, and Nexa puts you in the spotlight. When you are a star, everyone is going to judge you. Everyone will see it's the same old that appeared year before last in the collection. But right now is the time for somebody like Anurag to take this platform and do exactly what he wants to. And I think, that's what edgy, and that's what it's all about, that it taking people out of the comfort zone.
Absolutely.
Actually, we had chosen. You did very well. You did very well. I want Anurag for you to say a few more things. Sayoni, you have to ask.
Yeah.
Ask a question first.
Anurag, edgy as always. Really, it's spellbinding, like Malvika said. Malvika look amazing, first of all, in all white and this lovely tie. I wanted to ask you, how did you, your show was tomorrow. It was preponed to today, and there was a venue change. Of course, your edgy, cool aesthetics. How did you balance, the show pressure and this pressure? And is that how the edgy aesthetics come also from?
Yeah, when I heard first, someone from the team called, and they were traveling, and alteration has to be done. So I was not very ready. But
you pulled it off.
Yeah, we pulled it off, and I asked my team to do it. How you do it, I don't know. At any cost, we have to do it. So yeah.
In a nutshell, if you could describe what were the aesthetics of the pieces. I do understand it's all technology meets fashion, and there's a thought behind every outfit, which is probably takes pages for you to explain. But in a nutshell, if you could sum up, what was the mood of the Nexa Spotlight for you?
So whenever I start making my collection, I start working with material. I try to find unconventional material that I can use in my collection. And suppose I was making one of my look, and I saw AC ka wrapper was there. I just picked it up. I said, we can upcycle it. We can make the jacket out of it. And we made the jacket. How I made the collection. So yeah, this is the one look I can explain it to you.
What is beauty for you? Very different take on beauty we saw today. It's not perfect. It doesn't have to be beautiful at all.
Yeah.
How do you perceive beauty in what you do? But it's beautiful.
I see beauty everywhere. So you have seen my pieces. They are very experimental, exaggerated, silhouette, and I have put the tape on my pieces. So I see beauty everywhere. I don't, admire traditional beauty. I just make the collection what I feel, and I find it's beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
But you know, Anurag, you have to, I understand you, we put you in a spot by doing the show today. But how many people at your age, the fact is that Nexa had the primest slot at the Lakme Fashion Week into FDCI. The primest spot is a Saturday night 9:30 show. There is nobody in Spotlight who has got this, so we are very happy. Your collection is so good that it truly deserves a 9:30 slot, and thank you, Nexa, for giving us this opportunity. We could have continued the next day, but we had a time and we thought your collection is so good, it deserves to be here. I hope some of you agree. Thoda applause mein dam nahi aata.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Seriously.
Good. You did it. Okay.
Thank you. Any other question?
Tell us a little bit about the first piece.
सर एक फोटो कर दो फर्स्ट पिक्चर प्लीज मैम आ गए सामान सर आप पीछे आ जाओ पीछे थोड़ा आगे मिलेगा भाई आ जाओ थोड़ा पीछे सबको फ्रेम मिलेगा पीछे ना सामने देखिए पहले थैंक यू सर
Can everybody just move in a little closer? थोड़ा पास की वो एक अच्छा टाइट शॉट आ जाएगा ना? She's coming. I'll do another shot. I know.
Someone is coming.
बारे में जैसे ही मैं यहाँ पर आया तो सायोनी जो प्रिंसेस का मुकुट पहन के आई हुई हैं, सायोनी मैम ये कोलकाता से खास आई है टेलीग्राफ से।
मैंने मांगे
सबसे पहले ये पूछा कि मतलब आप दोनों को ही ऑल ऑफ यू फाउंड द शो टू बी वेरी डिफरेंट एंड नाइस। सो क्या आप जानना चाहेंगे कि ये नवधारा खादी क्यों हमने रखा, इसके पीछे जिन्होंने कॉन्सेप्ट दिया, खादी डेनिम जिन्होंने बनवाया पवन से, तो ये जो नई चीज हुई है इसके बारे में आप कुछ पूछना चाहेंगे?
अपन सर पहले आप प्लीज। थोड़ा अपने दिल से बताइए फिर पूछेंगे सब सवाल प्लीज, दिल से, क्योंकि ये चीजें तो दिल से ही बनती हैं।
मुझे लगता है कि हम लोग पिछले काफी सालों से बापू की इस विरासत को हमारे जो देश का यूथ है उस तक कैसे पहुंचाएं, ये कॉन्सेप्ट इसके पीछे है। इसके पीछे हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी की खादी फॉर नेशन, खादी फॉर फैशन, खादी फॉर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन की थीम। हमारी थीम है कि हमारे बच्चे खादी को पहचाने, हमारी परंपरा को पहचाने, वो पहचाने हमारे स्वदेश के भाव को, वो पहचाने आत्मनिर्भर भारत को, वो पहचाने वोकल फॉर लोकल को, वो पहचाने हम कौन है, हमारी परंपरा क्या है। हम लोग इसके पीछे उसका एक साइंस है। आप देखिए खादी वो सस्टेनेबल भी है, वो एक बहुत अच्छा प्रोडक्ट है जिसमें आप जब गर्मी में पहनते हैं तो गर्म, ठंडा सर्दी में पहनते हैं तो गर्म। ऐसी खादी जिसमें अगर 1 मीटर कपड़ा बनना है तो सिर्फ 4 गिलास पानी लगता है, और अगर वही मिल से बना हुआ हो तो आप सोच सकते हैं कि इसमें पानी का कंजम्पशन कितना होगा। ये सारी चीज़ें हमें सस्टेनेबिलिटी की तरफ ले जाती है, ये ले जाती है नवधारा की तरफ, ये ले जाती है नए भारत की खादी की तरफ। थैंक यू।
आप लोग प्रश्न पूछना चाहेंगे इन इंग्लिश?
I'm going to bring the mic to you. Let me get it. I mean,
to all the designers, Pawan, Saman, Shruti, amazing, really. Personal favorite. Sorry, all of them were nice, but yours was best. Personal favorite. But very different expressions of khadi. Pawan, Saman, Shruti, if you could talk about experimental, really global, treating it as a global fabric rather than just India made. India made, of course, but India modern, very global. So, what were the expressions that you chose when you started working on this project? All 3 designers.
So I'll speak on behalf of all three or four of us. The idea of this show was Navdhara, which is the new generation, also the new future. So basically all of us depicted different aspects of khadi. So that was the entire idea, and I luckily got the youthful aspect, so maybe that resonates more because youth is the future. And of course now the time has come that khadi, though it's a very, very old fabric and started in 90, in India it's not a fabric, it's a movement. And if we had something called national fabric, it would be khadi. But in 1923, when the Swadeshi movement started, what was relevant then, we cannot keep on doing the same things now. And as we were made aware by the unique properties of khadi, It is time that the world sees it. So in our own little ways, Samant, me, Pawan, all of us have tried to make it look global, and it's time our fabric, which is no longer humble, it is a very, very unique fabric, it reaches the world.
So I use a lot of khadi for my Indian wear, which is khadi silk. And at the same time I do a different line which is streetwear. In that I use the regular denim which you see in the market. First time ever I've tried my hands on khadi. Believe me, it's such a comfortable fabric, breathable, soft. It feels like a second skin. So this is something really great. I got to know about the khadi through Chairman Sir FDCI, Chairman Sir KVIC. So I got a chance to make this collection. I'm highly obliged.
So sometimes what happens is that not that Khadi India has, that Khadi denim has never been made before. So I'm sure you've heard it in the past. But the fact is, it's priced at a level where people can't afford it. So somewhere near where our chairman lives, there are about 20-30 looms which has been making khadi handloom for a long time, and he managed to get 63 meters of khadi were woven specially for Pawan to do that. So it's a discovery that way that we discovered. Otherwise, of course, in Gujarat you do get that. But in order to put it, Pawan, what he did was he took khadi and gave it different washes, and that's what made it unique. So Khadi India that way. So I think Samant made a very good beginning. I was most impressed when we started the show. And first we have to welcome Miss Raja Kumari. I think she stole the show. Ek kahavat hai sone pe suhaga. Not that you have loved Shruti's show, but it wouldn't have been complete without Raja Kumari being there. I mean, and the fact that the show started with khadi, the show went throughout with khadi and ended with made in India. I mean, that is what khadi is. So we can say a few words about this collection and then we ask people.
After a long time, it's the purest form of silk, like the place I come from. Everything weaved in Bhagalpur, everything is spun in Bhagalpur, and I remember we did one show, it was the opening of Fashion Week 2009, and it reminds me that after so long I did that, this show, and just about how we can treat silk with a different texture, and that was the experiment.
Silent.
Thank you.
Dance and how it ended. They also, we on our own, they decided to wear khadi. So nobody really asked them to do that. So both of them, look how beautiful they are. Would you like to say a few words on how?
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me, Shruti, and to watch all the collections. As someone who grew up in America but has made the choice to move to India, I'm always this advocate of making people understand that everything that we need is really here. We have the talent, we have the textiles, we have the art, we have the grasp on it. And I think everything that's happening in the world fashion scene, people have always borrowed from us. But I think now that we have designers that are so strong and are willing to take a stand and use their designs to really speak about the textiles that have shaped us and our culture, I think the world has to pay attention to us, and it's India to the world, and we're not just the blueprint from which they take from. So it's an honor to wear Indian fabrics and to be a part of the story that the karigars and the weavers and everything that goes into the fashion. Wherever I go in the world, that's why I said, Dekhna tu mera ye chehra. It's made in India, because wherever our fabric goes, wherever we go, even if you see it on the the store in Paris or anything, you can tell just by looking at it that that weave comes from our country. So I mean, that was a really beautiful thing to be able to bring it all together and be a part of this.
And when she was singing Made in India, we saw Milind Soman there tapping his feet. He so wanted to come on the stage to do that, but it wasn't part of the act. So Milind was there for the last, so he's so happy that you sung that song. And his wife applauded, his mother applauded. They said, and they thought that I have done it intentionally for Vivek. And actually Raja Kumari knew that he might come in, so she chose that song specially. आप बताइए.
Namaste to one and all. As Mrs. Rajakumari rightly said, Made in India is something which is like dear to all our hearts. And मुझे काफ़ी खुशी हो रही है that FDCIL and such eminent designers have taken this initiative to come up with khadi, to reach out to millions and millions of people. And I feel that Nritya एक ऐसा ज़रिया है how we can evoke that Indian spirit in the youth of India. And of course through dance I always believe in sharing my experience and making sure that our Indian culture, our Indian philosophy reaches to many more young Indians and many more Indians out there. So I feel blessed. Thank you so much.
मैं चाहूँगा नवधारा, उसके लिए हमारे जो CEO हैं वो बहुत ज़्यादा उन पोइट्री में बहुत बिलीव करती हैं, तो उन्होंने उसका भी एक चीज़ बनाई, क्योंकि पहले इन्होंने भी एक नाम रखा था.
नहीं, मैं सेठी जी को पहले धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगी और अध्यक्ष साहब का, बिकॉज दो आई एम अ प्रोफेशनल ब्यूरोक्रेट, इट इज़ बीन माई प्रिविलेज कि ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर सर ने मुझे अध्यक्ष साहब के साथ खादी क्षेत्र में काम करने का मौका दिया, इससे पहले मैं बस के साथ थी. एंड आई एम वेरी ग्रेटफुल टू ऑल ऑफ यू दैट यू डन सच अ ब्यूटीफुल थिंग. थोड़ा सा हमेशा लगा कि कहानी जो है जो खादी की वैसे सबसे पुरानी है और आगे जाके हम अपना भविष्य भी उसमें देखना चाहते हैं. कुछ शब्दों की कभी कभी मेहरबानी हो जाती है, तो जब आपने मुझे नवधारा खादी भेजा तो उसके लिए दो शब्द, ये नई धाराएं मिलकर नवयुग सागर बनाएं. ये तरह की खूबसूरत धाराएं जो हमारे डांस से शुरू होके हमारे फैशन रैम्प पे आप सब लोगों ने आज क्रिएट किए हैं, ये नई धाराएं मिलकर नवयुग सागर बनाएं. स्वदेशी से विकास का हमारे ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर सर का जो सपना है, स्वदेशी से विकास का सपना हम सब के लिए पूरा कराएं. जय हिंद.
Any questions? Otherwise, I want to ask, what is the chairman of KBIC wearing today? So, because can you please tell us, आपने क्या चीज क्या पहनी हुई?
मेरी जैकेट आज फ्लाइट से आई है दिल्ली से. ये पवन ने रात को बनाई है.
अरे
और मुझे गाड़ी से उतरते ही पहनाई है.
खादी डेनिम मेड इन इंडिया.
मेड इन इंडिया.
मेड इन इंडिया.
मैंने रात को इनको फोन किया कि कल आपका शो है डेनिम पे, और चेयरमैन अगर डेनिम पहन के नहीं आएंगे तो फिर शो का मैसेज क्या होगा?
तो खुद ही FDCI के चेयरमैन तो खादी पहन हुए हैं और इन्होंने कहा मैं कैसे पीछे रह जाऊं.
This is also the sir. So I think now we don't link khadi to best quality of silk also. Khadi hand spun, hand woven is in cotton, silk, polysilk and pashmina also. Now denim. And any material. I'm sure we have the designers with us. It's going to roll around.
खादी डेनिम. और इन्होंने एक और चीज करी है, एक कलेक्शन इनकी इस बार कुछ सिल्क की चीजें, कुछ सिल्क की.
So Bhagalpur normally is any part of the world. If you want silk, you have to boil the cocoon. You have to kill the silkworm. But traditionally in Bhagalpur, we collect the cocoon because it's not sericulture like regular thing. They collect the cocoon from jungle and then hang it in a room, and they allow silkworm to cut the cocoon and come out. And that's how we get the silk, and that is why you get the uneven texture. So that is very special, which was traditionally, for so many years they've been doing it. Now we are talking because everyone is talking.
एक कुकुन में ऑलमोस्ट 600 मीटर यार्ड निकलता है, आपको पता है? एक कुकुन में एक मैजिक है जो कि सबको, सब यंग जनरेशन को पता होना चाहिए कि एक कुकुन में 600 मीटर से लेके 1200 मीटर तक यार्ड निकलता है डिफरेंट कुकुन्स में. बट टसर कुकुन
थोड़ा पीछे हो जाएगा, एक फोटो लेना. Take a group, not take a group, straight to straight.
Little closer.
Yeah, come closer, please.
One or two more shots.
Yeah.
Little tight.
Yeah. Okay, look here.
तक राजा कुमारी एक लाइन नहीं वो गाएंगी तब तक फायदा शो में ये तो लग रहा है बिल्कुल एक लाइन
Raja, what you did in Rani is that
Dhalam, Gutaka, Tadikila, Tom Raja, Kumari, daughter of the king. How long you think that you could keep up with my tempo? Dance to the rhythm, dance in the Himalaya. Ain't hearing what they say. Dinner, heart beating like the bass. Heart beating like the bass. Dhalam, Gutaka, Tadikila, Tom Taka, J. Dhalam, Gutaka, Tadikila, Tom, dance to the rhythm, dance in the Himalaya. Ain't hearing what they say. Dinner, heart beating like the bass. Made in India! East or West India is the best, okay?
The best. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I want to start with a big round of applause for the wonderful collection you saw.
Thank you.
When you make something beautiful.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
No, wait. Why are you handing it off? You are the showstopper and the star.
Okay.
I want you to talk about your collection.
So we have, we are in the era of everything, and craft has been recognized, Indian craft has been recognized so amazingly all over the world, which I think we're all so proud of. So we have been inspired by things like Bandhani and Ajrak and Kanta and Kashida, and we put together handwork and created textiles being inspired by the old Indian crafts. So kind of mixing old, new, and coming up with something contemporary.
Okay, great. Shanaya, now a bit about what you're wearing, what you love about it.
I'm wearing this gorgeous sari and I'm just feeling so confident, and I think just the best version of myself, and I think that's what fashion for me is, and I think that's exactly what Ritika gave me. As soon as I wore the sari, it just was like a perfect fit, and I just had a great time on the ramp today.
That's it. Keep it. No, I'm pulling it.
No, I can keep talking.
Keep talking.
But I'm like, maybe they have to go.
No, they don't.
No, but honestly, I mean, you can see the detailing on the sari. It's so beautiful. There's so much detailing into it. It's so intricate, and I think, like Ritika said, it just shows the Indian craftsmanship, like the Bandhani work, the Ajrak work, and I think you're getting to see all of that, and you're also getting to see a very young, fresh take on it, which I think is what makes it so sexy. And I always feel good in a sari, and I think that's exactly what Ritika has given to me.
No, and that's the most interesting. I love the mix of, we tend to look at black as either very formal or not a very happy feel to wear. And the festivity within this piece is insane. Little bit about the work.
That's what I was just explaining, the work. So what we've done is we've actually created this textile being inspired by old Indian crafts. So we've been inspired by Bandhani, we've been inspired by the way Ajrak falls in different prints, we've been inspired by Kanta and Kashida on the base. So there are a lot of different techniques that we've used, and I think what we were trying to achieve is create a textile that has a bit of, a look of a little Bandhani, but it's been modernized.
Yeah, that totally comes out. That totally comes out. I'm going to open it up 2 minutes for questions of everybody, no more than one question. Okay? Because
what are you doing morning or day before?
In the morning, I think the do's is get a good workout in, do good skincare, and have a good meal. I was having like a bowl of French fries, so I felt very excited and full of energy. And my don'ts would be, don't overthink it, just have fun.
Shanaya, what are your 5 wardrobe staples for the season?
I think my 5 wardrobe essentials would be jeans, a good white shirt, a black dress because you can't go wrong with it, a nice little mini bag, and a cool pair of sunglasses.
For the formal?
For formal? Formal also, I would say, I think a nice clutch, a nice black dress, probably stockings, a good pair of heels, you can't go wrong.
Shanaya, your mom is very stylish. Is there any input from your mom?
Yeah, of course. I think she was there.
Yeah, in fact, Mahip is involved for sure.
Yes, she was there for the first fitting, and her thing was, I want big,
and we actually all agreed with her.
Yes, and a big blowout hair. I want you to just be looking sexy and have fun. So I always take her inputs. I'm always sending her photos of all my looks.
I think she knows. I think being her daughter, she knows exactly what works because it's clearly come through.
Yeah.
No, guys, one second.
There are some any other questions, because I'm going to take the mic out. Quickly.
Gen Z or millennial, who got a better sense of style?
I think both, and I think I'm no one to judge.
Very safe answer. Very safe answer.
I'm not saying now.
अभी summer आने वाला है, so what kind of precaution आप लेते हो summer?
I think precaution, मैं तो ये हमेशा ही लेती हूँ कि मैं बहुत sunscreen लगाती हूँ. I think that's very important. Sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
just give the answer again so they can capture it in the camera.
So I think summer precaution, मैं तो ये हर बार करती हूँ. I think it's very important to apply lots of sunscreen and probably like wear a nice cool cap.
Thank you so much. Thank you both of you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
One photo please.
Shall we try and have this? I
Thank you.
Thank you. And I was like, yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Everybody gets their shot. I'm going to quickly start because I didn't see the show, but I heard it was really, really spectacular. Congratulations on that. You're going to look at that. In front of the cameras, I'm this hidden person on the side.
Right.
I'm going to, where's the second mic? Can I please have it? Yes. I'm handing it between the two of you. I want you to start. Tell us a bit about the collection. And then your muse right here.
The collection's called Intahana. Inter means between, and Hana refers to a flower in Japanese. The collection it drew references from a Japanese artist called Fumi Imamura, and her work uses a lot of botanicals from her native Aichi region of Japan. So when we use those references, we thought it's appropriate to label the collection Intahana because it had two cultural contexts, India and Japan. And it means literally in between blooms, in between flowers. And who better than Khushi? She's in her blooming phase. She's about to bloom. So I thought it was appropriate that we had like a young, fresh face to represent the bloom.
Little bit about the embroidery. I mean, it's stunning. It's just stunning. I've been staring like that at the lehenga since then.
I think this season our biggest achievement was this mesh fabric that we created. It's not a raw silk, it's not a dupion silk, it's not any of the conventional fabrics that you source from anywhere, China, anywhere outside. It is made in-house completely by us, the fabric. It's been woven with badla and resham, and it took us a while to crack it. And you can see it. You can see how it's got strength. It's very delicate. So it's almost like chantilly lace, made completely in-house. So we're very proud.
So light as well.
It's so light.
So
Tell me about it.
I have one more question.
Yes.
This black. Black on a lehenga is something that's very, very rarely seen. And there's a considerable, I mean, since she walked in, I've been staring. I'm like, that's wonderful to see black used like that.
I'll tell you why, because we call ourselves upcycle. We used to call ourselves upcycle luxury. Now we call ourselves purposeful luxury. Because we use fabric waste from our atelier. So whatever colors we find in that season, you see the other outfits also have black. So all of that waste goes into our lehenga and the applique. So it looks beautiful. It's made from scraps, but it looks and feels beautiful, and there's a little bit of that sustainability that we bring to couture and luxury, which we're very proud of.
That's wonderful. Khushi, a little bit from you about what you're wearing. How does it feel?
Well, it feels amazing.
I'm going to change the
Oh, it's
mics
not
around.
on. Or maybe it's just not very loud.
That's why I'm giving you that. Aisha's very loud, but you're very soft-spoken.
Well, I think when I saw it, immediately I was drawn to it. I'm a girly girl, so I love flowers and color, and I think this is a great blend of everything together. And I think there was something so beautiful with that whole transition phase of flowers and just enjoying the in-between phase. And yeah, I think besides it being so colorful and beautiful, there's so much like delicate and intricate embroidery. And although it's bold, I think it's soft and seamless at the same time. Like you have colors like black, but when you look at it as a whole, it just seems so beautiful and delicate. So I think it's a perfect blend of everything together.
About the color.
The color?
The colors.
I actually don't think I've ever worn a color like this because, I mean, it's beautiful. I think I'm a pink girl, like my bedroom is pink, everything's pink, so I would naturally gravitate towards like a softer pastel color, but when I put this on, it just felt right. And it's dark, but it's not in your face, and it stands out, but it's so seamless at the same time, so I think it's a perfect blend of everything together.
Thank you, and I think that's one of the most, I mean, in one way, a very perfect description. Because I think it really describes everything that Aisha does. Any closing thoughts?
I think you haven't asked me about the jewelry. This is custom jewelry that we've designed, keeping the look in mind. For the first, I mean, this is the second time we're designing jewelry, and yeah, it's collars keeping in line with the collection's theme. There's lots of beautiful collars in the collection, and we've made the necklace like a collar. So it's got multi sapphires. It's an expensive collar, but it is a collar. It's a beautiful collar. I think you should tell me what you feel about the jewelry. I think it complements the look really well.
Yeah, I think there's so much of the jewelry that kind of, you can see elements of it in the outfit itself. And I think it kind of ties everything together in such a beautiful way without being too on the nose. And you see like the same colors and it's this flower especially. I think you see pieces of it throughout the entire collection. So I think it complements everything really well.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Asha, like your outfit.
with the Fashion Design Council of India. Everyone knows the power of the Indian menswear designer. And we wanted to start with the boys club, and who better than the 4 people we have here. So I'm going to hand it over to them to say their piece if there's any questions you want to ask. And it was, I think, we did a men's week, or they've already exhibited before, and we saw they were the chosen ones who had such a fantastic collection a few months ago, and there's a repeat today. So thank you very much for being here and supporting the Boys Club and all our menswear designers. I couldn't disappoint the other 3. So I decided to wear something which is not with any Indian designer. And hopefully we'll see many men and many people here wearing their collection, and thank you for encouraging menswear.
What you want to take? Will pass my mic also.
A close.
Just a little, you want to look there at the cameras, not at me. I just want you to tell the cameras quickly a little bit about the collection you showcased today. So they all have an idea of what you got behind it.
लेकिन लेना पड़ेगा ना?
नहीं, क्यों नहीं होगा?
ये नए वाले मांगेंगे क्या करेगा?
चुप हो।
अब पागल
As a Greek word for the empty tomb, like a tomb without a soul, it actually is the architecture of what remains. When you look at maybe the India Gate or an Arc de Triomphe in Paris, why I'm taking these names is because it is not confined to one region. Every city in this world, every city center has a memorial, which when we look at it what happened in the past, from our eyes in the present. But what we are actually looking at is what remains. Because looking at these structures, there's no future, right? And this is the exact feeling we started this collection with. Because what we see the situation today around the world, we are actually seeing the history being manufactured right in front of our eyes. Something that will be in the textbooks 20 years down the line. We'll read that something happened in 2026. And even though right now it's not bothering us directly, but at the same time we wanted to just not sound anything preachy about it. We just wanted everyone to feel that we should be bothered about it, right? It is very, very important because sooner or later it's going to come closer home. And looking at the kind of textures that we've done in the collection, talking about the fabrics that we use in the collection, we've used a lot of stone textured linens, we've used a lot of pigment dyed and sun faded linens. We've tried to kind of actually imitate the textures of how the stone in those memorials look like. You would see the arches as a common pattern in the entire collection. The starting was with a leather bag that had an arch format. It is actually a usable bag. It is a double bottle bag, which can be used as gifting again, because you also drink in the memory of. Just a little fun. What you heard was a spoken word I'd written for the collection, which was to just intrigue a little emotion around us that whatever is happening around us should bother us.
Thank you. Show were the 4 designers and their clothes. But coming to Vivek's turn, we did have somebody जिसको बोलते हैं सोने पे सुहागा, and that सोने पे सुहागा is standing right here. We like to welcome Mr. Siddharth, who gave us a fantastic piece. Vivek, it's your turn.
Thank you so much for being here today, and thank you Mr. Sethi and DCI and Lakme for having me here. It is for me a homecoming. I'm showing at Lakme after a very long time, and I couldn't have asked for a better homecoming. When I started my journey 19 years ago, something that I said to myself as a debutant at Lakme Fashion Week is that I'm going to work really hard to put the south of India on fashion. And, it has taken us 19 years. It has been a journey with lots of highs and lows. As you all know, when you talk about Chennai, fashion is not a word or something that you relate to. So it has been a Herculean task to do what we have done and what we are doing, what we continue to do. But I only hope to be a catalyst towards that change. And there is no better way than this homecoming, than finding yourself. So through the course of this collection, I think I'd like to very humbly admit that what I did was find my roots, find my identity and celebrate it. And I just want to thank Siddharth for being here today to cheer us as a friend of the brand. And it means a lot, Siddharth, that you're here. And I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate all my friends who have done such a brilliant job. And I always feel that in every interaction that we've had, it is a camaraderie. We speak about this. It is a camaraderie that we are trying to build, and it is not a competition. And I think that is beautiful. And thank you, FPCI, for putting us all together. And it is wonderful to be here today. And I will pass on the baton.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's an absolute privilege and an honor to be here at Fashion Week and to be connected in any way to Vivek Agarwal's work. I've always been a fan of your work, Vivek, and you know that. Somebody has asked me, what do you think Vivek is trying to do? I said he's trying to fill my wardrobe, to be honest with you, because every time I see anything he shows, I have to have it. And I almost feel like what he cuts fits me in a way that I can wear it, in a palace or at home and still feel equally fashionable and comfortable at the same time, which is a very rare quality. So congratulations, Vivek. And also all four of you. It's been a great moment for me to be backstage and see all of you do your magic in the call room that is the fashion show backstage. And there's a lot of stuff in all of your collections which I'm going to personally call you and request you to send my way. So that's a conversation for another day. And this particular collection of Vivek's is entrenched in culture and more importantly with gold. So I'll leave you with that one line that we started the collection with, that yes, it's possible for a moment to be golden and shimmer sparkle, but only that which endures is gold. So I'm standing next to a lot of gold on the stage. So thank you for having me, and to all the young artists there, we are because you choose to dream, and thank you for being so beautiful and sharing your gifts with us. Thank you guys.
So hi, I'm Dhruv Vaish. So we showed us thing 2026 collection. So my question is inspired from how urban town started with planning and so many different layers go into it and so much work goes into it in terms of building it, constructing the maps and all, which are beautiful, which is we don't see the planning part. We just took inspiration from that and just did what we do, putting it in our own lines, silhouettes, with a lot of detailing, handwork, natural fabrics like linen, silks, and a lot of cottons, and just weaving it all together with a lot of different techniques like you just use just hand stitches to weave different panels of fabric together, and try to show different layers of the city has, and so I think it's beautifully what we wanted to do.
Hi, it's called strata today. Strata means whatever shapes it comes out, the natural shapes which are there, which is formed by the natural calamities or how it has already been there, how when we have perceived the whole collection from there. And of course there was fun element which we've taken from our travels and everywhere. Yeah, so it is overall has been a fun collection. It's been a fun journey with FPCI and Lakme, and it was a pleasure, doing shows with all the boys here. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Great. First, can I have one of you guys? Oh yeah, first the four of
That's it, all of you.
Okay, I'm going to the open please. Thank you.
Ma'am.
सर इधर सर
अरे यहाँ पे
सर यहाँ पे देखिए
इधर पे
सर
वेट पे
सर वेट यहाँ पे देखिए वेट
यहाँ पे सर सेंटर
चलो ये रुक जा रहे थैंक यू सो मच थैंक यू
लड़के लोग
use. And for something like this, Studio Veranda fitted us absolutely perfectly because with the beautiful collection that Anjali put together, we were able to get the right kind of canvas to showcase all the collection that we had on new cuts, new colors. So clearly very proud of this partnership, really well done. And what I promise is that after today, in 240 cities across the country, our consumers will be able to walk into a Lakme salon and get the same kind of runway-inspired look and feel delivered day in, day out. Yeah, so thank you very much, and over to you, Noor.
So tell us a bit about the brand and about today's collection.
Thank you so much. I've come back to Lakme Fashion Week after 6 years in Bombay. Showed in Delhi 2 years ago. It's really nice to be back, a little overwhelming. But thanks so much, everyone. Just a little bit about Veranda. Veranda was born, I call it a feeling. Veranda was born with a feeling of relaxation. I started Veranda as a healing journey from a spinal accident. I was an investment banker for 10 years actually, and I was bedridden. And we were sitting in my parents' veranda, and I was just feeling like I want to design. Even if I cannot be on holiday, I want to design to feel like I'm on a holiday even when I'm not. So for most people that actually don't know why this is a vacation brand, it's very much a feeling of escape without actually going on the escape. And I wanted to tell stories through clothes, and we were sitting in my parents' veranda, which was a transitional, and the bird actually was sitting on the balcony. And that's why the bird is our logo. It's a feeling of being free and to fly. And we are India's first conscious luxury certified brand by the Butterfly Mark in the UK. We take sustainable design very seriously, and we're a completely zero waste company. And I love to design small batch stories and tell a story every year. This one's on my grandmother, and the reason she's so special to me, because she was a very chic lady, again, as Vipul had mentioned. Firstly, we're very excited about the partnership with Lakme Salon. I think it's a lovely marriage of seeing what cutting edge hair and makeup in India can do with really international resort looks. So it was a lovely partnership to explore for us. So thank you so much for that opportunity. This particular collection was quite vibrant, and it's called Amama and Bejeweled. It's a part of a 2- and 3-part story of my grandmother, who was born in 1914. I lost her 25 years ago, but she lived this very organic life to the end, grew every single thing, it's full of birds and motifs and things that grew at home. A lot of weddings used to happen at home, which is why the flowers and all of that was going on. And want to make a special mention of the Leap Foundation, who came headed by Srinivas Krishnan, who is actually known to our family, who's partners with A.R. Rahman, and there were Embar Kannan and Sundar Kumar, two award-winning artists, were on stage today. These guys are like Grammy-level people, and really wanted to bring the heritage of the South as well as a national narrative to the stage, and dancers. We had a dance troupe, so it was just to integrate how India modern looks like today, I think, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. So thank you so much, and thank you. You must.
Tell me a bit about what you love about what you're wearing, and how much you resonate with the idea of wearing a vacation. Who wouldn't resonate with the idea of wearing a vacation? I love what I'm wearing today. It's this easy breezy, lightweight yet elegant kaftan in midnight blue, which is one of my favorite colors. I love the hand-bead work on it, the sequins, the magnolia flowers, and most importantly, I love the story behind it. I love that it's inspired by Anjali's grandmother, and I think storytelling is the most important part of all of us as creative people. So to have, a story that's so emotional and like just this heritage idea behind a collection just makes it that much more special and gives it so much more weight. I also very much resonate with Veranda, the brand, in terms of what they stand for. I think everything Anjali said about it being sustainable and conscious, and the zero waste
having absolutely organic fibers and fabrics, is everything about that. It just makes me respect you so much more. I have so much respect for the work you do, but now it's just all the way there because being sustainable in the fashion industry really, I think, is just the need of the hour. We do unfortunately contribute to a lot, of whatever in the environment. I don't want to say too much, but it is true, and I feel that being sustainable is the way forward. So I'm very, very happy to be here today and with you. And of course, we know each other for many years.
One more quick question. I know you've had a long association, of course, with beauty, with fashion. What do you feel about the look, the whole style that Lakme has been able to get for you for today's moment?
Anjali told me today's, the brief was, feel like you're on a vacation. Warm, sun-kissed, dewy face, just beach waves, kind of like you woke up looking like this, but not. So that's what we went with, a lot of blush and just looking, like you've been sun-kissed. And in terms of the hair, it's just very, very messy, beachy vibes. We didn't want it to look too done, and yet didn't want to, do too much. So I suppose somewhere in between is what we were aiming for, and we got that right. Do you feel like I look like I'm on vacation?
Spot on. That's
great.
Why I asked you.
Now just transport me to the poolside.
If you say, we can take you to a poolside right now. But I know you're tight and tight. So I'm going to open up the floor for a question each. Guys, one question. No more than one question, and quick questions, please. Okay?
What kind of fabric you have used in this? What kind of fabric you have used in this collection? Because the sole is fresh, which is very refreshing.
Thank you. That is a great question. The bag you're holding actually is upcycled. It's all from our fabric waste, and this is what you're holding is a hemp cotton. It is kasturi cotton and hemp. So what we do and what we love to play with at Veranda is with fabrications, and we live in a country that supports the world's industry in manufacturing and garmenting. So what we've decided to embody at Veranda, and I did this from the very beginning, was to support the Indian craft industry, but also the Indian spinning mill industry. We manufacture for the world, so while we can play with the responsible fabrics and fibers, why not? So this collection actually has, Diana is actually wearing this kaftan made out of sustainable eco-viro. It's a responsible viscose. The yarn is from European regenerated forests, and the company is called Lenzing. We partnered with them for many years. And each garment has a hang tag on it, which has a QR code, which tells you where we are with sustainability and the fabrication. So this gives a very soft, kind of flowy feeling to the garments. It's very breathable. Also, there was hemp cotton we used and kasturi cotton. It's Government of India initiative, and we wanted to support that also. We've got some cotton linen, some natural. We've got Bemberg silk. We use Bemberg, which is a certified yarn. It's a Japanese company called Asahi from Japan. It's made out of cotton linter waste. So all the silk-looking dresses that you saw, they're actually from cotton waste. They're made out of cotton linter waste, treated in Japan, the yarn, and it's actually spun in India. And it gives this very soft, sustainable feel to it. I mean, soft like luxe feel to it. But it's actually completely biodegradable in a landfill. So it's when you wear the garment, you kind of flip the label and then you know what you're wearing. So we've had a lot of fun with it. Thank you for the question.
The first time I wasn't. You know why? Ask me why. Because I'm wearing this, it feels like I'm wearing nothing. I'm wearing flats. I really honestly feel like I'm just chilling by the beach. So I wasn't nervous about you. My biggest fear is tripping and falling on my face. And usually heels give me that fear. So today I was just enjoying myself, honestly. I didn't have a weight to carry, nothing. It was just like flowing like the wind. Thanks, Anjali. It's just such a pleasure to be here today.
Thank you. Thank you.
And what is your favorite summer wear?
I really like anti-fit, just easy, but something like this actually, a kaftan, just something breathable, flowy, fluid. I think that's perfect for the summer.
Thank you.
Yeah, one picture. Thank you. Hold on.
सेंटर सामने सेंटर सामने
Wait, this side.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Lovely having you.